What is up, Poke Peeps and Masters? It is Russ here, PokeRuss here, and we are back for another deck tech. It's been a little while since we've done deck tech, but we're going to get back into them, rolling into this new season, new box, month with Dragon Ball month, all that kind of stuff. This should be the one of the last videos you see with the Christmas tree in the background, but we are here for another deck profile. So we're in Dragon Ball month, Dragon Ball Super month to be more accurate, where we're doing more Dragon Ball things than just normal, just more than deck profiles and stuff like that. We're doing pack openings of old packs, new packs, Dokkan Battle, all that kind of stuff for Dragon Ball month. At the end of the month, we're going to be doing some stuff with Yu-Gi-Oh! So stay tuned for that. If TCG is your thing, this is the channel you want to be at. So, we got a deck profile. I kind of spoiled it in not spoiled it, but hinted at it in the pack openings the other day, but this is Mono Blue Tsunami. So, everybody's heard of Storm. The not rogue deck, but the pain in the butt deck that's just been, like, annoying to everybody's thing, but also keeping the meta in balance, and, like, it's one of those things, it's like a weird necessary evil. So, I'm not going to go over a Storm deck with you. I'm going over a Tsunami deck, which is kind of like Storm in the same aspect. It does kind of the same palette of things, but it doesn't leave a bad taste in your mouth because you get to use this guy. So, we're rocking out with the Hirudegan leader because just when it comes to rush things, he's kind of got your back. He's got one of the best super combos in the game. He's aggro, I do want to eventually make a correct tempo deck with Hirudegan, but we're gonna stick with Rush for now. So on the front side, when this card attacks a leader card, you can choose one battle card in your hand, place it in the drop area, and if you do, draw 2 cards. So pretty aggro right out of the gate, and then he untaps 2 mana when he awakens. He awakens and he draws 1 when it attacks, and if you have 4 or more energy, then your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand, place to stop the deck. You're probably never making it that long, but that's the leader. So we're focusing mostly on this guy. So quick thinking Gotenks. So in the Storm deck, you focus around the turn 2 Goten and stuff like that. You just get most of your prize cards through the combo of swap. So this deck doesn't have as much speed as that, but it's still a really strong rush deck where you can do what you need to do and still win by turn 3 or turn 4. So you have quick thinking Gotenks, which is critical, which is absolutely, out of my book, absolutely amazing. You can Union Fusion it for 2 blue, which again drops about the same time as you'd be dropping Gotenks, and it draws you more cards almost. So there's 3 cards you got to look at with Gotenks. This says I'm going to draw all 3 instead. I get +3 to that. So you are losing 2 when you fuse into it, but when you fuse into it using a Goten and a Trunks Youth, when you play this card with Union, you draw 2 cards, and when this card attacks, you draw a card. So 3 cards right out of the gate, 1500, so you don't even need to combo with it if you don't want to get what you need done, and at worst, you drop it on turn 3. You have plenty of pieces to go into this. You're rocking 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Ki Barrage Sun Goten. This is one of your turn 1 plays. 10,000 power, pretty much doing the same thing. And at the end of the turn, this just bounces back to the owner's hand, so you can punch your opponent in the face, bounce back to hand, safe to fuse with, right? Next, we're running 4 copies of the Ki Barrage Trunks. When you play this card, choose one of your life and add it to your hand, so you have Self-Awakening here. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and return it to the owner's hand. So this can be used late game as you're getting into it, for 2 energy to pretty much bounce an opponent's non-barrier blocker back to their hand, and just kind of do what you need to do to finish up the game. Pretty awesome. Yeah, so that's one of the Trunks. We're obviously running, pretty obviously, we're running Unyielding Trunks, which, even though you want to combo with it and get the untap ability, you can also use it to fuse with, because it is 10,000 power, just like all the Gotenks and all the Trunks in the deck. So, if you need to, it's also a piece to use for that, which is super nice. And obviously, when you attack with this, untaps your energies, allows your combos to keep going and do all that kind of stuff. You can tap out and then untap and then start Sensu Beating and just go over your turn multiple times. As the other Goten of the deck, I decided to run the green one, just because, one, there's not too many there's a handful of 10,000 ones, but I think this one's one of the best, because you can combo with this one if you have to make it to the late game to get rid of a blocker or something like that. And it's not the yellow one. I thought about putting the yellow one in here because it is 10 power, it confused, but I'm just like, I want to stay as far away from Storm as possible, even though I'm making a Rushy style deck. But I mean, who doesn't want to punch your opponent in the face with this? I mean, as soon as I saw this card come out, I'm like, I need to find a deck where I can use this successfully. And I think this is the most successful deck you can make with it. And it's Rushy, and it's like, it's one of those things where it's a little bit later than Storm. It's like a tier, if Storm is tier 0, this is like a tier 1 Rush style deck. Where it's not bad, it can still compete, but it's just not doing the same thing, and it doesn't leave that bad taste in your mouth. So, this is one of the optional pieces. I have Awakening Talent Pan in the deck. This is another one of your Awakens, so you have your turn 2 Trunks, and you have your turn 1 Pan that you can drop. It's pretty much like Kaba or all the other ones where it attacks, you choose one card of your life, add to your hand, if so this gets plus 10 power for the duration of the turn, and then she pops back to your hand, all safe. The other option you could put inside this deck is the turn 1 Mass Saiyan. It's black. It doesn't really matter. It does the Mass Saiyan stuff, so it kind of holds your opponent off until they attack over it, but it also does have that self-awakening capability as well, which is super nice. So I might switch this out for the turn 1 Black Mass Saiyan, just because it does have that second utility other than just self-awakening, but this is kind of cool as well. And it keeps with the mono blue theme. So because we're running Hirudegarn, we're running 3 copies of Minosha, 2 copies of the legs. This allows you for either his first attack or with your super combo, you can discard the Minosha and go search out one of these. So in the cases where you still have these in deck, which is a decent amount of the time, you just plus an extra 1. If you don't, it's still plus 5 combo, and it still works. Next, we're running 2 copies of Raging Spirit Sun Gohan. Sorry. This just allows you, if you decide not to play your turn 1, like say you go first, none of your turn 1 options are really good on turn 1. So you can just charge your mana, pass. Your opponent goes to go into you, and you just drop this kind of early bomb on them. It just allows you to combo out. That's pretty much what this is in here for. Just in case, because you're gonna go first sometimes. So having this in your hand on turn 1 when you really don't have a play is just pretty spectacular. Other than that, it's pretty much just a charge or a combo piece. We're playing 1 Legendary Flute because, I mean, why not? We're playing 2 copies of Dimension Magic, so you can play Dimension Magic in combo with your Gohans as well. So even if you end up tapping out on your turn because you don't have all the swap mechanics and stuff like that, you can still Dimension Magic, take a life, help you awaken, and then have your mana untapped for your Raging Spirit Sun Gohan. Sorry. So that's another cool play with the Gohan as well. We're running 2 copies of Hidden Power E Supreme Kai. This is pretty much your standard now. Your standard give something double strike combo card. Pretty standard. Running 2 of those. We're running 4 copies of the set 1 card that I'm almost convinced is never going to be reprinted. It might be, but Sensu Bean. So Sensu Bean, choose up to one of your, you know it does. You tap 1 on tap 2, pretty crazy, and give a boost to one of your guys. You can't run blue without it. You have 4 copies of your super combo, Hoi, one of the best super combos in the game. Though it requires a cost, you almost always have the cost. So it allows you just plus over extra, and you can get rid of those extra cards that you don't need. Like if you're going for game and you don't need your Dimension Magics or something like that, you can pitch them, drop 2 cards that could be combo power and stuff like that. That's pretty much why this is. Plus, it gives card into discard pile for other effects such as Overwhelm. So we're running a 2-2-2 line: 2 Fu, 2 Trunks, and 2 Mirror the Creator. So Fu, pretty much standard, cost 1, draw 2, allows you to just go that much deeper because it's 2,500 power. You only need 1 combo card to get to beautiful 30,000 that forces your opponent just to waste so many more cards than you. This is pretty much a free free drop whenever you get a chance as early as you can. You drop it, you get an attack in with it, you get an extra card off the top of your deck. Just dig a little deeper, and it also leads into the ability for your Mira, the creator Absorbed, over on 4+1. And when this card attacks, it gains plus 5,000 power for each card in your warp. So this is definitely your end gamer. You give it that double strike and just go ham for 1 energy cost pretty much, and it's just stupid fat. Like, I don't know what else to say about it, but that's pretty much Mono Blue Tsunami. Tsunami? Hurricane. No, Tsunami. It was Tsunami. Because Tsunami's blue because they're made of water. Yeah. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? We're going to be leading into, with the Brawly promos coming out next week, we're going to be digging into decks that involve them. We're also going to be, the new set drops the week after that, so we're going to be digging into new set decks there too as well. You guys are hyped for more Dragon Ball Super content, either whether it be Dragon Ball Super TCG, maybe some old Panani pack openings with some Brawly cards, or like I said, we're going to pop open this game later this month, and we're going to be doing Dokkan Battle and all this other kind of Dragon Ball stuff. Stay tuned to the channel if Dragon Ball is your thing, TCG is your thing. We have Dual Links, Pokemon TCG, and all that kind of stuff on the channel. Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next video. I don't think I mentioned it also, that t-shirts are available as well in the description box down below. You can head over to Teespring and check those out. But that's going to be it for me today. I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day. PokeRuss out. Peace.